virtualassistant-live.com and valive.tv. On the blog today, I've written a post which really was inspired by one of my favourite books. I really enjoyed reading this book, and I keep going back to it, and I've got loads of highlighted areas in it and things like that. And it's actually a book called The Art of Non-Conformity, and really this whole blog post today was inspired by that book and by my experiences and sort of the changes that I've noticed in myself and just in people in general after they become kind of digital nomads, and for anybody with the inclination to really travel, to experience other cultures, to experience living in other countries, or even to just visit other countries. I've noticed that there is a difference between the entrepreneurs which kind of stay static and the ones which kind of venture out into the world. And I think the main primary difference is actually the weather, because I notice a huge difference in people who are exposed a lot to more warmer, sunnier climates. There's just a kind of difference. And I notice in myself when the sun is out, when the sun is shining, I'm a much happier person. I'm much more easygoing. I'm much more relaxed. And I'm actually somebody who really doesn't like bad weather. I will totally admit this up front. I'm actually somebody who hates rain and cold and damp and wind. And this is really one of the primary reasons why I left the UK, because I really felt like the weather there was getting me down. But there is another thing which I feel that societies, certainly Western societies, places like the UK, perhaps America, the people there are quite heavily burdened, and there's a huge weight on them to kind of have a certain social status, I guess. Certainly where I was living, I was always striving to have a better home, to have a better car, to have better furniture, I was really kind of sucked in by the whole consumer thing that is going on in this society, and it was like people were kind of measuring you and judging you by how much stuff you had, or the car you drove, or the kind of house that you had, and as a society, certainly I noticed that I was being sucked in, and I was always trying to have more, I guess, more stuff. And it's not really until I left that environment that I kind of realized that none of it really means anything. And I felt at that time like a massive, huge burden had been really lifted off me. And when I started my business and when I started my career, I really was doing it for the money. I was doing it because I wanted to earn more money. I would always take jobs because they were a higher pay scale, not because I thought to myself, well, I'd really enjoy doing that job. It's terrible. I'm thinking this to myself now. I never took a job because I thought to myself, I'm going to enjoy that job more. I always took a job or a promotion or moved to a different branch of where I was working for a higher pay increase and a higher pay scale. And really, that's kind of the culture and society, and that's kind of what people do. We're always striving to earn more money, which is fine. I'm always striving to earn more money, but there's a reason why I do it, and it's very different to the reasons why I did it when I was living in the UK and in that kind of consumer retail society. I don't know. But anyway, there is a clear difference between the people who have kind of broken away from that and the people who are living there. And I think that there's a difference between digital nomad entrepreneurs, basically, the people that want successful businesses, and how they measure the success of their business, depending on how, I used to measure the success of myself based on how much money I could earn, and it really was not good. It's not a nice way to be, and I don't think that's what the world has intended. It's just how we've kind of shaped and formed ourselves. So the post today is all about the differences that I've noticed in myself and in other entrepreneurs, and it's all inspired by this book, The Art of Nonconformity, which I think if you are somebody who does kind of feel the pressure of society and this whole, you know, consumer society, then I think it might be a really good book for you to read, and might help you kind of break away and really think about what you want in life, what you really truly want yourself in life. Not what, you know, society basically says you should have. So I hope this helps, and I'll see you on the next video.